Yvonne Witter was my friend, she was my work colleague, she was my person, you know. And when the opportunity came to do a tender for the Menopause project, I rang her and I said, Yvonne, got to do this Menopause project, you know, it's long overdue. You want to come on board? And she said, well, I'm not sure, I don't know about menopause. And in true Yansie style, I wore her down. I just continuously knocked the life out of her. She said, okay then. And she came on board and we were able to do some magnificent work together. Yvonne sadly passed in December last year. The second person who worked with us on this project was my ride or die, Tashini Jones. She was my ride or die. We've been besties for about 23 years. Our kids grew up together. When I was getting married in Tobago, she said, I'm coming to help you plan the wedding, and she chose the hotel. She was really my friend, and we did a lot of menopause work together. And Tash passed away just over a month ago. And the other significant person in my life was my dear sister, Camille. Camille had lupus, and because of the lupus, she had some really strange symptoms. And we used to joke about, she used to say, I sneeze and I pee, and I cough and I pee, and I laugh and I pee. And we just joked about it, but we never spoke about menopause. Because every symptom she had, hot flushes, brain fog, everything was put down to her lupus. So when I was going through it, she never mentioned it, and I never thought to ask her because she didn't know. And it was only when I was doing my own research around menopause, she said, oh my gosh, that is what it was. She passed 18 months ago. So forgive me, I am a quivering wreck, but it's important to pay tribute to the people who showed us I do this work, and the rest of the team who are here supporting me. I just want to also acknowledge the importance for this work. There's a lot of conversation happening around menopause, but it's not inclusive. There's very little inclusive information. There's a lack of cultural competence and cultural intelligence in the menopause space. And what a lot of the noisemakers are doing is promoting almost a one-size-fits-all. But we need to stop being invisible. Diverse people need to stop being invisible, because when we marginalize within the space and you add the layers and complexities of the bias and the discrimination and the weathering and the microaggressions, we're the ones that really suffer. We're the ones that don't get the services that we need. So we need to have our voices heard. So thank you to those who so willingly participated in the 4 films and it contributed to the book, because that's how we're getting our voices heard. But we also need to contribute to research. There's a lot of research about microbiome and mental health. The fact that watching your gut health helps with depression and anxiety and forgetfulness. But we know fermented foods that are indigenous to African cultures, so it actually supports the microbiome. Is that a way to address menopause symptoms? We don't know. There's a gap in research. We know for some trans people, testosterone is something that actually helps them not just feel better, but to manage their transition. There's conversation about women having testosterone. Is there a gap there? Yes, certainly there is. So my plea is, when there's a call for research, participate. But also we want the research to be decolonized, because these films is research. Yeah. We didn't do the tick box question. This is research. And we need to fight. We have to fight to get our voices heard. We have to fight to say we are doing things differently. We are doing things that make sense to us. We are doing things that actually speak to and for us by us. So my plea again is, when the opportunity arises to get involved, jump to it, but do not be exploited. And I'm going to end there.